This is actually the point of no return. From this moment on, I can ruin my favorite sweater. This sweater is yellow. However, it used to be a lot more yellow, a lot more vibrant. That is a rather common thing with natural dyes, that they're not always light fast or dye fast, and I have been wearing this sweater a lot. It has suffered a lot of sunlight, and this is why it is not as vibrant as it used to be. Now, the vibrancy of this sweater was actually what made me love it so much, so we're going to just restore it. I still have plenty of onion skins to turn it back into its original deep yellow color. A quick tip for everyone who is interested in natural dyeing: keep your onion skins when you're cooking. I mean, I use onions practically daily, and they're such a great source for color and so easy to get by. And if you have friends and family that support what you do, ask them to keep their onion skins as well, because this bag was actually collected by my father-in-law. But before we can prepare the dye, we actually have to prepare the sweater, in the sense that we have to mordant it again if we want to over-dye it. Or well, it is best to mordant it if we want to over-dye it, and therefore we have alum. We're going to mordant the sweater with a 10% to weight of fabric alum mixture. So first we're going to try and weigh my sweater, and then weigh 10% alum. My sweater will never fit in this, but let's try. That's approximately 450 grams of sweater. That means 45 grams of alum. My scale is not that exact, so I think I'm going to go for 50, just to be sure. Spoon. Do I have a spoon? It has been raining non-stop for October, November, December, and now it is January. It's still raining, so of course we are going to use rainwater, because my rainwater vat is overflowing daily. The type of water you use is actually important because it has different pH levels which can change or shift the colors. I don't know what the pH level is of my rainwater, but I like using it because it's also a very naturally conscious source of water. Let's heat up and dissolve the alum before we add our sweater to the mordanting bath. It has been about an hour. If I look frazzled, I have been pruning my berry bushes in the snow, but it is an hour. Our water is warm, the alum is dissolved. Let's add our sweater to it. This is actually the point of no return. From this moment on, I can ruin my favorite sweater. I'm a little bit anxious about it, of course. Anxious people be anxious, but we're going to do it. I want it to be very yellow again, so that's my goal. I'm going for it. Let's put this sweater in the pot. I'm also lowering the heat so it doesn't start to boil when my sweater is in there, because then we will have a felted and probably shrunken sweater. Don't want that. That's what we are going to English has stopped working. We're going to try and not have that. There is a word for it, but not in my Flemish brain right now. Maybe I'll put my strainer on it just to make sure that the entire sweater is entirely submerged. And now we wait another hour or so. We've got some more rainwater. So for the overdyeing of my sweater, we will use the orange dry skins of the yellow onion. You could also use skins of red onions, but they will give another color. If combined with alum, they will give green. Let's make some onion soup. Shake, 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 shake it. Since I don't like using the big metal pot that I use for mortaring for dyeing, I have used my ceramic pot, and I'm now going to transfer my mortared sweater into a bucket and then also put the dye into that bucket so that we don't get any dye on my scouring and mortaring pot. Better take off my glasses because I can't see for shit now. This is only marginally better. I'm going to let this cool down and I'll return to you. As it is winter and my bathroom is one of the very few heated rooms in my home, this is the place where we will dry our sweater for now. And you will see what color it has become. I mean, yellow, of course, but I'm also drying my husband's sweater over here. It's nearly dry, so it probably can scoot over to somewhere less directly adjacent to the heating system. I know it's a risk, I'm supposing a risk, drying it on white towels, but these are scrap towels anyway. I mean, got them from my grandmom and she probably got them from some flea market or something. I think the stamp of the hotel where they belonged to is still on there, so it's not like they're good towels or anything. Yep, that does look promising. It is, yet again, not a uniform dye job, but it also wasn't the first time I did this. So I think my theory of the different fiber contents in this yarn not picking up the dye just the same way might be correct. I'll see you when this is dry. Ta-da! Ah, I'm happy this is so vibrantly yellow again. Do you think? Was this a success? It has started snowing a little bit, so maybe we can go inside and finish this wrap up. As I suspected, it was a risk to dry this overdyed sweater on white towels. I thought the washer was running clear after my apparently not so thorough rinsing, but it seems there is some leftover extra dye still in the sweater. If I turn yellow in the end, that's my own mistake, and I'm not going to worry too much about it because it's just onions. It's not like it's something chemical or toxic or dangerous or anything. It's just onions. And I hope this will just wash out. As I said, they're just very cheap towels. I did not ruin my favorite sweater. It did not shrink or felt from all the agitation or the heat or, you know, whatever. It did not shrink or felt. I can just wear it as it is intended, in its very bright yellow, sunny, shiny form. And I hope maybe this video gives you a little bit of inspiration to give your clothing new life by overdying it. It's as simple as just keeping your onion peels after you cut them. If you like these kind of fiber shenanigans, then maybe you could like, comment or subscribe. But of course, that is all up to you. If you're interested in seeing more dyeing shenanigans, I have a playlist for you. And I will see you in a next video. Bye!